to go to visit his aunt, who was in the hospital on her last, on her deathbed, essentially. And the brakes went out on the car he was driving, and he had to like pull over to the side of the road. And luckily, nothing else happened. I don't think anything else bad happened. At least I know he walked away from it, so he was okay about that. So here is his parsha. Here is his drash. Kind of has a little bit about it and about Lech Lecha. All right. So in Parshat Lech Lecha, the first words spoken to Avraham by God as he steps into his destiny are, Lech Lecha me'artzecha, go forth from your land. Bereshit 12, verse 1. The literal meaning is go forth. Yet the sages note that the Torah could have simply said Lech. Why Lech Lecha? Go to yourself. The Baal Shem Tov teaches every journey God asks of a person is ultimately a journey inward, not merely a change of location, but a revelation of deeper self, the self that is aligned with the divine mission. Sometimes life gives us journeys we choose, and sometimes we are given journeys we would never choose. Yesterday, I experienced a moment that illuminated this teaching with painful clarity. I needed to travel to say goodbye to beloved aunt who was preparing to leave this world. She was past. Memory be a blessing. Patricia, daughter of Edith and Julian. On the way, my car's brakes suddenly failed. One moment I was driving, the next I was at the mercy of gravity and inertia, forced to leave the road and abandon the vehicle. The timing was not just inconvenient, it was emotionally crushing. I was already vulnerable, carrying the weight of impending loss, and now, even the simple ability to arrive was taken from me. Standing on the roadside, powerless to continue, I heard in my heart the echo of God's words, Lech Lecha, go to yourself. We imagine that Avraham's test was the leaving, but the Hasidic masters teach that the real test was not knowing. God does not tell Avraham the destination, only that I will show you. Avraham must act without guarantees. This is a moment of emunah, faith, not because everything works out. What is that? Not because everything works out, but because one walks forward even when nothing works. The Slonimer Rebbe writes in Netivot Shalom that the journey of Lech Lecha teaches every person has their own particular go forth, a moment when God calls them to leave the familiar and discover who they truly are. Sometimes that call comes disguised as disruption, broken plans, broken control, even broken brakes. In that moment, with the car, I wanted certainly a functional vehicle, an easy road. But the Torah reminds us we are not commanded to control the journey, only to walk it. My aunt's journey is a Lech Lecha of the soul, leaving the earthly home, traveling toward the root of life. My journey is a Lech Lecha of the heart, learning to walk through grief, presence, and surrender. The Alter Rebbe teaches that when a Jew is pushed beyond their natural ability, that is where the true self is revealed, not the self supported by comfort, but the self supported by God. We often believe that we are the ones driving. Lech Lecha teaches otherwise. The message to Avraham was not go to a place I will show you. It was go to the person I will show you. Go to yourself. Lech Lecha, not simply Lech. Go to the you that emerges when control is taken away and all that remains is trust. Sometimes the journey begins the moment the brakes fail. Lech Lecha is not only a story about the first Jew, it is a story about every Jew. Each one of us is called to take a step into the unknown, not because the road is easy, but because the step reveals who we are. May we have the strength to walk our journeys with emunah, and the merit to discover the self that God sees in us. Thought that was very good. So, if you want it, you could grab it from Benei Avraham, India. It posted it in there. And you can translate it. Or maybe have someone read it. Someone else. Okay. Yeah. Shabbat shalom, everybody.